The language from the article of impeachment, quote, whereas in its 1994 opinion in Larson, the aforementioned Rolf Larson v. Senate of Pennsylvania, the court spoke to the meaning of any misbehavior in office in Section 6, Article 6 of the Constitution. Justice Larson argued that the applicable standard of misbehavior in office was nothing more than a codification of common law offense of misconduct in office, meaning the breach of a positive statutory duty or the performance by a public official and of a discretionary act with an improper or corrupt motive. In its opinion, the Commonwealth Court held that even if a strict definition espoused by Larson were appropriate, Larson's conduct still met that heavy burden. The point is, it's been litigated in Pennsylvania, but not to a fine point. What exactly is misbehavior in office? It's really not defined. I think that Larry Krasner is a bad district attorney. Has he misbehaved when he ran on this platform and then implemented this platform and is not corrupt? That's the issue. That's the issue. And I have to say this, and I know that many of you will not like either of these examples, but frankly, I feel the same way about this as I felt about Bill Cosby. You know, Bill Cosby's a bad guy who did bad things. That's my view. But I was hung up on the idea that his rights had been violated, and ultimately the state Supreme Court took a few years, came to exactly the conclusion that I said here on radio years ago, which was he was convicted based on testimony that never should have been released into the public, and he'd had an arrangement with the district attorney representing the Commonwealth that he never would be prosecuted. And you can't turn the table.
You can't do that just because he's a quote-unquote bad guy, and you can't impeach someone just because you disagree with what they're doing, which is exactly what they said they would do.
Okay, how about if the Republicans now in control of the House of Representatives,
right?
Okay, obviously they could never get this through the Senate, but just think of it in national terms.
Okay.
What if there were Republican control of the House and Senate, and they don't like Joe Biden?
They've been talking about that forever. Marjorie Taylor Greene, they can't wait. So like, we're going to impeach Joe Biden.
So apply the Pennsylvania standard. He's misbehaved.
Right. How so? In my mind.
The withdrawal of Afghanistan.
Right.
You know, his COVID response, attempts at reducing student loan and inflation. He's misbehaved.
Right. He hasn't done what we want.
If you don't like Joe Biden, then vote him out.
Right.
And if you don't like Larry Krasner, and I don't, professionally speaking, I don't know the man personally. This is all just a professional assessment. If I could vote in a Larry Krasner election, I'd be voting for the other candidate, whoever it is.
Interesting.
But to impeach him because he misbehaved, no. No, you're going to have to give me more.
Well,
you're going to have to give me more.
If he misbehaved, then that's another question. What you're saying is he hasn't.
I'm saying that I don't. Well, first of all, I guess I should say that I think that the Pennsylvania law sucks because the Pennsylvania law says misbehave.
What the heck does that mean?
Right. It's too vague. It's too vague. But to me, impeachment means corruption. It means Rolf Larson with his black patent leather business card. Thank you, TC.
No, thank you.